This is the 9th trip in 18 years for your son to the Super Bowl. So when do you book the travel? Do you already have rooms and everything prepared for next year in Miami? It's become such an annual occurrence. At what point do you start making these preparations?
No, we actually don't have that, Greeny. We just wait and see and hope for the best. Every year we're on edge, and this got started right after we beat the Chiefs. So we aren't taking it for granted. We just appreciate them one at a time when they come along.
You know, I had a stat this morning that in every one of the 5 Super Bowls that your son has won, he led a game-winning drive in the fourth quarter or overtime. How would you describe the emotions of being a father watching that?
You know, the ebbs and flows. When this thing started, I had a head full of hair. Um, after all of these cliffhangers over the years, uh, it's gone. They take their toll and age us, each one of them. But at the end of the day, it's sure rewarding to see how happy he is, and we share in his happiness.
Mr. Brady, your son the other day said that there's 0 chance of retiring after this game, and he has made it clear he wants to play until he's 45. What do you think about that, and why he wants to play for that long?
You know, I think basically it's that he loves to play football, and he's never going to get the same enjoyment in another field of work that he gets when he runs out on the field in front of 80,000 people and lays it out. And so he does everything that he can to play to 45 or 46 or 64.
Ooh.
It, it's so much fun for him. The whole football process, the bonding with the teammates, the locker room chatter, the lifting the weights, the pliability, the food. It just fits into his lifestyle very well, and there's nothing more that he would rather do than live the life that he's living right now. So I'm not sure if 45 is in the offing. It just depends on what Bill Belichick has to say, or Robert Kraft, and whether his level of expertise remains at a constant at the level that it's at right now.
You know, it's interesting. I've heard him make some reference this year to some criticism, and maybe that's even too strong a word, but maybe people questioning whether they could do this again this year, whether he could do it again this year. And I wonder about how that stuff motivates him. Some comments that were made this week by one of the Rams players, Nickel Roby-Coleman. How have you seen him be motivated by any perceived slight?
Well, I think, as everybody has mentioned, I think you need to grasp any level of motivation or any way that you can get yourself motivated. And when people seem to minimize what they're doing, I think that you can jump on that. And understandably, these questions were justified because in the beginning of the year we were 1-2, and at the end of the year we lost 2 in a row in December, which we hadn't done in a lot of years, and didn't particularly look great in Pittsburgh when we lost. And so, but as somebody had said, it doesn't count for too much when it's done before Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, it's very important. And so then when the criticism or the questioning came on board, I think it was these guys saying, "Hey, enough of this nonsense. Let's play Patriot football." And Belichick and McDaniel and these guys, they thrive on this stuff, and I know my son does too.
Mr. Brady, has your son always been this competitive?
Yes, he has. We had a wall upstairs in our bedroom that he threw a TV changer through. That my wife hid it for about 3 years of high school till he went away to college, and then she moved the picture, and I discovered the hole in the wall, and it was one of those things where he couldn't believe that something had occurred and put the TV remote through the wall. So, yeah, we used to go out and play a lot of golf together, and I remember one particular day we were on our way to Candlestick Park to see the Giants, but we stopped at the golf course to play 9 holes, and we would always bet, and I'd bet him $1 against a car wash, and by by the time we'd gotten to the seventh hole, of course, we would always double or nothing. So by the time we got to the seventh hole, he owed me about 40 car washes. And he ended up throwing the club into the tree, and I sent him to the car and told him that I'd never play golf with him again in his life. So we ended up finishing up. He went to the car, and I went. I finished the 9 holes of golf, and we went off the Candlestick Park, and he begged me that he'd never do it again. And we drove home and stopped at the golf course and played another 9 holes of golf. But that didn't stop him from throwing golf clubs.
And Mr. Brady, we so appreciate you doing this. A final thought. I know that he wants to continue playing, and I know that you want him to continue playing, but you never know when you will have the last opportunity for a moment like this. Most people never even get it once. So as you prepare for this weekend, you and your family, how would you describe your emotions and all of the family's emotions as you get set to watch him at the age of 41 start in the Super Bowl?
You know, this has been such a blessing all the way through, and we just are thankful that it's here. We're all obviously very nervous, but there's a little bit of a sense of calm that he's been here and done it before, and the team has seems to always gel. We've lost some tough ones, and we've won some close ones, and I think it's going to be really close, and I think we're going to be nervous as cats. But at the same time, I'm reasonably confident that in fact, very confident we're going to put on a good game, and it'll probably come down to what always happens is the last drive, one way or the other. So we're just our feeling is we're really thankful, and that we've been gifted this wonderful odyssey for the last 18 years.